There's still a high demand to operate additional farmland. That high demand, combined with lower supply, has really kept prices fairly stable.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Michaela Jordan, reporting from Ankeny, where I'm joined today by Craig Welter, who serves as an accredited farm manager for Hertz Farm Management and manages their Nevada location. And we're talking about the value of agricultural land and farmland and what trends are on the horizon. Craig, when we look at the land values when it comes to agriculture, there's a lot to consider. What is the current strength and stability of the land market?
Yeah, that's a great question, one that we get oftentimes. 2025 has been pretty topsy-turvy. We started out with a rally in the commodity markets, which supported the land values early in the year, and then obviously we've had some more difficulties with commodity prices as we went in mid-year through the summer, and now we're maybe looking towards more hope as we look towards 2026. So land values have actually been pretty steady. The volume of sales and the volume of farms that are on the market has really helped support the prices because there's still a high demand to operate additional farmland from farmers. That high demand, combined with lower supply, has really kept prices fairly stable. So the Iowa Realtors Land Institute provides a survey every 6 months, and back here in September, their recent survey showed about a 2% decrease year over year. So, a slight dip down, but mostly stable here in 2025.
You mentioned that the market has been relatively stable. What trends or changes has Hertz noticed when it comes to the marketplace for farmed land?
Yeah, ultimately, commodity prices and then the supply of land are still going to be the main drivers of price. One of the things that we may see is a farmland sale leaseback. So a farmland owner who owns land and maybe needs to clean some things up with debt, and maybe they want to sell a piece of land, but they want to continue to operate that. They may find a partner, maybe some investor that wants to purchase more land and sell that land with a lease in place. So it's kind of a win-win for both parties. The farmer continues to farm the land, oftentimes for the long term, while the buyer gets something that they've wanted to do and secure land for an investment.
How does cash rents play into all this? What have you seen shaking out on the rent side of things during this busy time of year?
Very similar to what we see in land values. It's been very stable. Anytime that a farm gets exposed to the market, we still see that there's strong demand to operate that additional land. So cash rental levels over the last several years to be pretty stable, coming off of the record high commodity prices and fairly high cash rental rates. So overall, pretty stable as we go into 2026.
Turning our focus towards the future, do you see 2026 being a buyer's or a seller's year? And kind of what do you see beyond that?
As you look at the way that we've ramped up land values basically since 2020, somewhere between 40 to 50% higher, and we've only dipped down from the high 2, 3, 4%. So maybe slightly lower as we look in the near-term future, but then as you look maybe a little longer term, land professionals, people who have watched the farmland market for many years, is that continued appreciation over the long term.
And you're here in Ankeny today for the Iowa Agriculture Water Alliance meetings. Can you tell us a little bit about Hertz involvement in that and kind of why you support these types of initiatives?
Yeah, so Hertz is part of the business council for the IAWA, and Hertz has been in business for going on 80 years now, and oftentimes our clients come to us and they're very interested in conservation and taking care of the farm for the long term, because that longevity, the generational asset of their farm, they want that to be passed on to the next generation. They want to be good stewards of the land. So that's always been a strong principle of Hertz Farm Management. It's very important for us to be involved in things like this. So we meet monthly and visit about things like what IAWA is doing, and whether it's using cover crops or changing tillage practices on farms, or maybe implementing saturated buffers or bioreactors to help improve water quality for our clients and find opportunities where they can take advantage of those kinds of things. We're all for that and want to steward the land and leave it better than the way we found it.
The value of farmland is critical to farmers' operating costs and determining whether buying, renting, or selling acres works with your farm. Thank you to Hertz Farm Management for all you do for Iowa's farmers when it comes to managing the farm and taking care of it and ensuring it's sustainable for the future. Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Michaela Jordan.
Farming is a competitive business, and you need equipment you can count on every single day. That's why for nearly 90 years, farmers have entrusted their grain handling to Brandt Agricultural Products. Brandt's full line of hardworking conveyors, augers, grain carts, vacs, grain bagging equipment, and tillage equipment are made to deliver the competitive edge you need to lead the field and are manufactured here in the USA. For more information on our full line of products, visit brandt.ca today.